Yeah. So just coming into our bodies as we follow our breath. Just going to let us rest in this breathing for a minute or so that we can arrive in whatever way works for us. Releasing any of the distractions or the preoccupations. Feel that out breath really dropping you from mind down into heart. Feel your bubble forming as you notice it, expanding a little bit, your energy body. And feel your whole body shining brightly with light. Inviting universal life force energy or divine love from sky just to enter through the top of your head, drop down into your heart and out into your bubble. Following your breath and your attention down either to the soles of your feet at the base of your spine and dropping a grounding cord down into the earth. Feeling the nurturing energy of the earth and inviting it to just fill your bubble and your energy body even more. And before we go traveling anywhere, let's just work with our chakras a little bit here in our energy bodies and draw your attention just to the base of your feet and feel those feet shining brightly with light. Same with your shins and calves and thighs and quads and hips. Just feel the light shining brightly. And as you do that, notice your root chakra, the energy center that reminds you that you belong. And it's also about survival and family of origin. And so if there's any thing that's up for you in your family of origin or your work or money, you can feel earth and universal life force energy just moving down in that area. And this is about you and your relationships. In a minute, we'll get to other people and offering them love. but this is just about anything related to you. There feels like there's any stuckness about livelihood, just ask for this area to be opened and for there to be some little synchronicities that happen, or that at least you notice them. They'll happen whether we want them or not, but that we notice the synchronicities in our lives. You might see the color red beginning to fill your bubble as you open yourself to the possibilities, to more wholeness and clarity. And then move up to that second chakra down in your, below your belly button, the sacral chakra. Color is orange. And this is about your feelings. There may be a feeling that seems a little stuck, and you can ask for that to open up and release. Or there may be a feeling that's repressed. And so ask the earth and sky and universe to flow in that energy center of you, to balance your emotions. And to honor them. And then moving up to that third chakra, it's about your personal power. It's in the solar plexus, so above the navel. And just feel the earth and sky and universe washing through that area. Might be something that you've been wanting to get done, um, or something that you've been sort of dreading or even afraid of. That's why the second and the third go so together. So the fear might live down in the second. And so we just imagine there's a doorway opening, letting the second and the third operate really well together, where the good, constructive feelings move up into that third chakra area so that you can move forward on something if it's relevant, and feel yellow filling your bubble. Now we move to the heart, in the center of the chest. This is about our capacity to love, offer loving kindness. So bring to mind someone that you know that's suffering. And even silently, we'll just hold in this sacred circle those who are suffering and offer them love from this center, but not just from ourselves, because we can get pretty tired if we're not resourcing ourselves. So really feel that life force energy coming down from top and earth from bottom to meet in the heart. You might just even imagine green light flowing to someone who needs some extra love. up to the throat. Gosh, in this Western culture, men and women alike have been told often children are to be seen, not heard. Not so much these days, but certainly in for generations that was true. And so we learned to not speak. So just imagine your throat really opening up. The color's blue. Feel the energy from below and above, centering in around that throat chakra. There may be something that you really need to say to somebody, but it seems really hard. So draw on all those other chakras from below to offer a balancing energy up here to the throat. Watch the blue fill your bubble as we travel up to that brow chakra. Your intuition and your imagination. This certainly plays into decision making, but it's also when we move into a room, we can kind of sense sense how someone's doing or feeling. Can kind of read the energy of the room, you know. And as we begin to reconvene with folks, we may pick up on all kinds of strange energy because it's going to be new for us again. So just ask for clarity and let that flow, but not over function. That's what I'm sensing. If that makes any sense, just see what resonates for you. Color is indigo. So watch that indigo fill your bubble. And then up into the crown. Violet or white, either way. Just watch violet or white or even a lavender color, whatever works for you, flowing around at the top of your head, almost like spiraling up from the top, and a real connection to this, to the universe, to God, to spirit. Just like the earth sustains us, whatever it is that's larger than us, just feel its presence, however you conceive of it. It may be community for you, but just feel the I'm hearing like the Tao, just the Tao of Taoism, you know. It's not God, but it's this process of wholeness and balance. Feel and notice how it's there for you. And draw on it, draw it down. And then with this flow and balance, bring to mind any burdens. You may have already identified them. Just help them kind of move outside the bubble. Their heaviness doesn't mean that the situation will go away, but just holding things, a Buddhist would call it, with equanimity. Just holding it with equanimity. So as you feel the flow of the energy in your energy body, move any kind of heaviness or clinging, attachment, over worry, whatever it is. Just imagine it floating outside your bubble, and you can send it with love on its way. And from this state of clearness and balance, we can begin to feel our oneness with all that is. It's hard to do that when we've got a lot of layers or blockages. So just imagine that you are next to a lake, and notice how glassy and smooth the lake's surface is. And the reflection of the clouds. It's almost like the lake surface is a mirror. It is a mirror because you can see the clouds in the reflection. You can see the trees in the reflection of this smooth, flat surface. And feel the stillness of that. Breathe with the stillness. And then imagine that you are a drop. And you are just a drop in this lake. And as you drop in, you become one with all. You might even feel yourself disappearing a bit, in this state of oneness. Hard to do on a sustaining basis, but this idea that we are not separate, that everything is connected, that we are one with all. Just feel that. And if there's more that comes up that wants to be released, just let it release and feel it just slipping away outside the bubble so that you are able to just relax into the oneness. It's not really an intellectual process, it's much more of a just releasing energetic process. And then gently draw your attention back to your bubble. Find yourself in there. Feel your whole body shining brightly with that rainbow light. Feel a sense of coming home when you're here so that you can be like a bubble that just drops into the still lake anytime. And just silently begin to offer gratitude for whatever it is that you're grateful for. And then take a few deep cleansing breaths. And drop your grounding cord in the ground again if it feels like that would secure you. And then gently wiggle your toes and your fingers. And when you're ready, blink your eyes open.